Good evening everyone, this is Lucas here and I am on my part 3 of my task 2 on my FMP. Now where did I last leave off? Well, if I remember correctly, I was editing the turbine pieces composition, selecting each of the Photoshop pieces and animating them in the actual turbine pieces composition, which is shown there, with the rotor being the main parent, or being the parent of all of the blades, and the blades are its parent, well, its child. And the turbine shaft is the parent of the turbine rotor. So what I was actually doing for this one was continuing the going to continue on making this 2D animation environment advertisement, as I call it. And as you can see from with my wind turbine, it is animated to rotate. I think the only issue I would have with that would be if I was to duplicate it by Control C, which is copy, and then press Control V, I have a second piece, and with that second composition I can move that anywhere I want. But if I move it there, it's still animating it, but as you can see when I show that movement on the timeline, the blades are being hidden. That's because of the composition size. I won't be able, the only way I can make that work is to go into the actual composition and just scaling out the actual composition or scaling down the actual objects, which I will actually do for this. So I'm gonna copy that. It's still known as turbine pieces, but I need to rename this so I know what I'm dealing with. And I'm gonna call this one turbine piece 1 and press enter. Hope it should not affect the actual interior of the composition. But what I should have to do now is select all of these and scale it down. Maybe that'll do. I just hope it doesn't affect. Yep, there we go. Because it's now scaled down, I can actually position it anywhere I want in the scene. Oh, that's bad if I do it like that. You really have to scale from the actual parent object, which I'm going to do here. And again, I just moved it by using the move tool up here, or the V key is the hotkey to access it. And I'm just going to see how it goes. You have to make sure that it stays within the composition. Maybe I should move that down slightly, about there. Now it should all stay in. And that's what I want. Great. The good news with this is I only animated with the turbine rotor, and I've only keyframed its rotation, not scale or position, which means that no matter where I move it or how big or small it will be, the only thing that will continue being animated is just the rotation. If I change the rotation, that will make a difference, but I am not changing that. But now that the turbine piece is there, it's now complete. Go back to my clean energy, and now I can, with that selected, I can scale that any size I want. But also note that the actual original turbine piece composition has also been moved. So I'm going to have to move that back here. But the other turbine piece 1, is now moved to the background with no issues, which is what I want. Though I could actually put that behind the terrain, which I think is the landscape. So it's now hiding behind it, which is what I want. I'm going to have to copy that and then paste. I want another set of that, and I want to move that over here to the corner. I was not meant to enter that. just click on that and just again, same with the first timeline, put it behind landscape, which means that now you got it in the background and it looks very nice. So let me save that. It's very important to save your work. And my computer is having a field day, but that's because I was working on other things. I could close this down, but I don't want to. I need it open. I could close my Skype down. I ain't exactly using that, which I think I'll do, but I ain't gonna do that. But I was actually working on something a little earlier, which is not related to anything really. This is just more of skill practice, a logo or just something. So I'm gonna leave it open. And I just got a message, which I will not answer yet because I got this to deal with. So with my turbines now done, my cat's here again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly end this episode and I will be right back.